సరే ఎట్లా స్టార్ట్ చేసాను
My dear students and viewers, today I will have the privilege of introducing Vasantha Murthy madam, who has worked here as a retired principal and also head of the department of zoology. She is the bridge between yester generations and the present generation. She has molded many generations, and many of our students are now holding many diplomatic positions, academic positions in various universities and colleges. She has seen many generations. We can say that she has seen the yester generations and also the present generation. I would like to know the methodology of teaching during her tenure in this college, and what is the transformation that time has brought in the methodology of teaching, and how the student friendly atmosphere prevailed during their period, and what exactly the purpose of education during their period. I would like to know. Vasantha Murthy ma'am, namaste. What was your experience in this college, madam, during your tenure?
I started as a demonstrator and then assistant lecturer, then head of the department and then principal. So all 4 positions I experienced here, and it has been a great institution, and then anybody would feel great having studied here or worked here. So I take it as a privilege that I was a student, and also I was on the staff for a long period, very long period. So the type of teaching then and now seems to be, lot of difference is there. We never had this digital type of connection with the students. Not virtual. It has always been a type of one-to-one contact with the students, and we knew their names and then the roll numbers of each and every student of that batch, and we knew the faces and then where they sit, even though we didn't comment or we didn't talk to them about their behavior or anything. For that year, we surely remembered who did what. We knew all that. And then we also would note who attended the last class and who didn't attend that class. These things we had. That is, I would like to say that we had a sort of personal contact with them, a type of personal rapport with them. More so because of the practical classes. We had many practicals, and some of these dissections like
Snail.
scorpion, snail, and then some of the cranial nerves of frog, and these things, and then bird cranial nerves, these things, and then the air sacs, I think we didn't show, but then air sacs of birds. All these things were very delicate dissections, and it was really a very tense moment until we got that slender nerves, and then we had to display them. We had to display those uh, delicate parts with black paper or the exposed film, the photographic film. So these things, they were challenging. No doubt we had very good experts, like Meenakshi was a very good demonstrator. She could do it wonderfully well. And then we had one Ghaffar. He was also doing it very well. But we had to do it in a very short time. Demonstration should take not more than 20 minutes. Later, students had to do it. So we had to give ample time for the students in 2 hours. Only the short period will be there. So within that period, we had to do everything. That was a very tense moment, but we enjoyed it. Every class was a challenge, and regarding the theory classes, I remember many students asking questions. When they explain something, a student would stand up and then put a question. And you can't say that I don't know. You can't say that come and meet me later. No. You have to answer it or try to explain at least as far as you know. So, if you have to teach something like a chapter there, you have to know beyond it. This side, that side, everything you have to know. And then some deviating questions also, interesting questions also, they may just come up with that. And we had another subject called general knowledge or something, some subject was
Indian
there.
Heritage and Culture.
Something was there. At that time, art students had to attend a science class. And science students had to attend one class, I think, per week. They had to attend some arts classes. At that time, we had a very good number of art students for zoology classes. That may be because they see every day these see animals moving around. They are after all, they have been existing along with us. So they'll be interested to know about it. They will come and sit there, and later they would continue to attend that classes. That is, they won't attend those classes, arts classes. They'll come and sit here. And we had a problem there because arts lecturers would complain. వీళ్ళందరూ వెళ్ళి అక్కడ కూర్చుంటున్నారు సార్ మా క్లాస్కి రావడం లేదు. Then we had to tell them, get permission from the arts lecturers. You have to get permission. But then nobody would take permission, they would come and sit here. That was another, I should say, a feather in the cap for zoology lecturers. Because they used to come and sit there, especially for adaptations of animals. For those classes, they used to come and sit. It's something like a general subject. So that was very interesting. Another thing I remember is when you start explaining in a class, you hold the chalk piece. You need your chalk piece and the duster there in the class. Without that, I don't think we have had any class, isn't it? We need that. And then we start explaining along with the drawing. We never just stood up in front of the table or chair and then went on talking like this. No. We have to have the chapters. Start with, if we describe one skull of the bony fish, we start with one bone, tell about it, and then draw the next bone, and then draw the next bone. The student will remember all the bones in sequence, and he can also draw it very easily. Even though it is a complicated skull, you can draw it easily. So that was another thing. Along with the chalk piece. Without the chalk, I can never just visualize. As one is a lecturer or a botany lecturer, describing it. It's impossible. Even in adaptations, it's a general topic. Even then we use the chalk. It was like that. Now I feel that chalk is not a part of
Chalk is not required.
Yes.
And from this discussion, I understood that during your period, your method of teaching is totally teacher-centric, and chalk and talk method was followed. And there is some sort of advantage with it. For example, if the teacher draws the digestive system diagram while explaining, the student can know how to draw the diagram.
Yes, that is it.
So there is disadvantage in PowerPoint presentation sometimes, but now also there are many apps where we can use even this digital pen or joystick for drawing the diagrams.
Yes, we can use it.
Only thing is, in order to save the time, we are just switching over to the PowerPoint slides. So even digital technology, we can say that it is adding to the value of the present day education system. But nothing will replace a teacher.
Yes,
nothing will replace a teacher.
But one thing is, whatever you do, the interest or the knowledge that is the thirst for the knowledge. It should be in the student. If the student is not interested, if he doesn't want to learn, there is no question of any digital or say physical or anything. It is impossible to put it in his brain. He should be receptive. He should have that thirst to learn. Then only he'll be able to absorb things. That is there.
How many years you worked in this company?
37 years.
So in this 37 years of experience, after a long gap you are visiting the zoology department, what are the positive aspects you have witnessed in this department at present?
Yes, it's more convenient. It looks, actually, I can say that it looks better because the animals are not there. That is, whatever the preserved animals are not there, like sharks or those things. And
Because the
then,
dissections are banned, we are not preserving
yes,
the animals.
that part of the thing is not there. So, naturally, it's cleaner, I can say. Otherwise, sitting in a lab and then eating there would be.
Torture.
Yes, it was not torture exactly. We had done it several times. But still, it looks like a taboo sometimes.
Nowadays, at present, dissections are banned, madam, but instead of that, we are using digital dissections, and we are uploading the same in the YouTube also. Certain dissections we are uploaded. And one more thing is we depend on digital technology much to save time.
Yes, yes.
And to save time, one thing, and another one is that is required. If I teach in old methods, what will happen? I may not be very much effective in teaching or delivering the content. Now, from our department, there are many content developers, video makers who are using digital technology. And what is the seesaw change you experience in the student
I haven't seen students
psychology? You
now,
not
so I
seen this?
can't say how it is. I can't make out any change now because I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them in classes. No, how can I say anything about it? One thing is I see that uh, the uh, the area of education or whatever it is, it has increased. It has reached the rural areas. So you find many rural students also now, and then coming from the rural areas. Those times when my father studied, that is, I say, 1920s. Those days, it was a different kind of atmosphere where only aristocratic families were coming to the college. CD college had only cream at that time. And then later in our period, we had a mixture when we studied, both from rural background and then the poorer students from the free hostels and then students from higher strata of society. All mixed up society was there. Now I see that, I feel that more rural students are coming up. That's a very good, very positive.
Positive change.
Yes.
One more thing, madam, I would like to bring to your kind notice and attention. Policymakers and the CC have brought so many constructive changes in the methodology and in the content delivery methods as an integral part of a new education policy. Now students have to complete community service project
Oh.
where they will have face-to-face interaction during the survey. As a result, they can come to know how to deal with the
Yes.
public, and they will develop social skills. And apart from that, they will also have some advantage to learn linguistic skills while interacting with the normal public common man. And even internship has to be completed in two steps. One is a short-term internship and another one is long-term internship, where they can choose their own companies for this internship. That means during their graduation course itself, they can acquire employability skills.
Yes.
So now, during your period, the education system is based on knowledge
Yes.
delivery.
Yes, totally.
Now this is more, we are concentrating on skill development. So there is a very good switch over from knowledge-based education to skill-based education. So here even knowledge is also important, but at the same time the student will develop a skill
Yes.
so that he can fit into the market system. So not exactly we can say that we can't say that it's totally going towards market culture, but this is required. Skill is a part and parcel of the market.
Very much
It's also
required.
required. So this is a positive change, because I also witnessed the past education system and also the present education system, and I am proud to say that I am one of your students, and I have still I remember you teaching coordinate general characters, AO general characters by using chalk piece. I remember that. That is also effective, and now also I feel, sincerely feel that the present system is also effective, and it is adding much content, much value to the classroom, and internship has made students to learn other skills also. So this is the change which I observed from the younger generations to the present generation.
Change is necessary because those days it was alright for our generation. And then next when we taught for that generation, that was alright. Now if you teach in the olden methods, those methods, it may not be useful at all. Life skills are necessary now to fight with the say what all the changes they are happening now. And then if these people are not ready to face that, they will be failures. So it is always better to know life skills.
So in Telugu, they used to say "Bataka nerchina vidya."
They need
That
it.
is being important in the present
Yes,
education.
they need it now.
So thank you very much, madam, for sharing your wonderful ideas and experiences, expertise with our department. And Varalakshmi madam is also my teacher, and because she is the native of Anantapur itself, I assure it's my privilege, madam. I will take your interview at some other time. So thank you very much. And this outset, I also extend my sincere thanks to Rajsekhar, who is just shooting the entire episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.